because the registration is off, it's time to fix that. So I am going to relatively center that object so that when he is on top of, actually he'll be underneath the orange guys for now, but when it's more in alignment with it, then when I click my mouse, it will make more sense. So if I position my guy that way, now when I click, they should stop. They don't disappear because I did not put the code in to make them disappear yet. So currently, he's just putting a freeze spell on these objects or something like that. Now, if you find that periodically, it seems that your click is not registering. You know you clicked on it, it should have worked, and it just doesn't seem right. I recommend that you change click to a mouse down. You have to change both instances, but that will make it more precise. But that's not critical for this evening, so I'm going to leave mine as click right now, but we will migrate to something better down the road. So at this point, if we want the enemies to disappear, not just to freeze, but to disappear, then what we can say is e.target.parent.remove child e.target. Now that's way more code than it should be to say get rid of yourself and disappear off the screen. But there's a rationale. There's always a rationale for it. There's a reason. Objects are not allowed to kill themselves. See, there you go. Told you there's a reason. Objects are not allowed to kill themselves. Flash has some built-in parental safeguards. Only parents are allowed to take out their children. As it should be. Very good. So, no. So only the parent can remove the child. The child cannot remove itself. That's the rule of the game. So we say child.parent remove child and then the child. So e.target parent says the parent of this thing. But if I just said parent.remove child, it wouldn't know what parent I'm referring to. It'd be like, which one? So we say the parent of this object. That's how e.target.parent is saying the parent of this object, and then the parent gets to issue the remove child command e.target. So if all is going well, I can now test this and click, and they should disappear. And I already found one that escaped because click is not as accurate as mouse down.
I just changed mine.
So that annoys me already, so I can't let it sit until next week. So I am going to update mine. Mouse_down. So the question of the difference between mouse event.click and mouse event.mouse down. A click event requires you to press the mouse down and release the button. Mouse down just simply requires the mouse to go down and register that, pushing all the way down on the mouse button. We have mouse down. We can also register and listen for mouse up. So you could make two separate things happen on mouse down and something happen on mouse up. So we can listen for both of those, where click essentially requires both of those items to occur while that event is in progress. So if I press the mouse down while the enemy is going across the screen on the enemy, but I have not let up the mouse before he's not under the mouse anymore, then it will not register a click event, and that's where the problem occurs. So if I press and hold the mouse down or just do a real slow click, I often will miss my target. But if I use mouse down event, it will register it with a much greater consistency. So now if I test this, it should work much better, provided I can get my object. Now we can see that my player is destroying my enemies.